What's up, everybody? It's your boy Kakarot, bringing you something a little different. Now, a lot of people don't know much about me other than Dragon Ball and bodybuilding based on my channel, but I am a huge horror fan, primarily the Friday the 13th movies. Jason Voorhees here, my boy. Sadly, I didn't have any clothes to wear that matched the movie, and I lost my Friday the 13th wristband, so I'm just rocking out with one of my prized possessions, my Jason doll I got a long time ago. Kind of moves, does its thing. Um, and me and him are going to be reviewing his virtual cabin. Now, for those of you who don't know, there's a Friday the 13th game coming out October of 2016. It's going to be, I think, the most fun you can have with a multiplayer game. It's going to be freaking incredible. I'm not going to explain it. Maybe if somebody wants, I'll do the trailer later, another video and explanation of the trailer, but it's going to be incredible. So, being a Friday the 13th fan and somewhat of an expert, I will be kind of going through the cabin. I briefly walked through the cabin and identified a couple of items and stuff, and I'm just doing my homework, rewatching the movies and trying to figure out where they came from. So this is going to be fun. I did not go in the Jason basement yet. We could do that together for the first time. So without wasting any more time, let's jump into the virtual cabin. Alright, me and Jason playing in the dark. We will be reviewing this. I haven't really seen too much of this game, but we'll get into this together. This is the Friday the 13th virtual cabin. Now, it starts off with this part I would like to identify based upon my research and just knowing this beforehand. Sean Cunningham, based on the low budget that he had back in the day, he actually painted all of the doors red. Now, this kind of filled out the scenes back in the, back in the heyday of these movies. They actually he actually painted these doors red to fill out the scenes because it was very dark. There's a lot of very dark scenes, and the red door would kind of fill out like when she's running away from the cabin. It's very dark, so they use a lot of bright colors to try to fill out the scenes of they didn't have good lighting back then like they do nowadays, so you see a lot of yellow rain jackets and a lot of bright colors and such. So that's one fun fact. I don't know if this is supposed to be Ralph's bike, Crazy Ralph. I'm just calling this Crazy Ralph's bike. So let's jump into it. Let's try to identify some stuff here. Like I said, guys, I'm rocking a Intel Core 2 Quad, which is a stock speed of 2.6 gigahertz, overclocked to 3.6 myself. I'm rocking a 560 Ti NVIDIA card, slightly overclocked, and 8 gigs of RAM. So let's check out some settings here. I will be playing in 1920 1080. I will be doing windowed, and I'm gonna try high settings. Like I said, my computer is not exactly, it's a gaming computer from about 6 years ago, so hopefully everything will be cool, and let's hope it's not too laggy. So this is kind of what the virtual cabin looks like. It doesn't look like much until you really get into it. We'll move over, Jason. I gotta get in here too and play. So let's start off. Have a sip of my red line. Alright, let's start off with, let's see, this is the bag of charcoal. The bag of charcoal is actually seen in Friday the 13th Part 1. It's actually down this hallway too. Let me just go here real quick. I'll make my headphones on so I don't miss any of the cool sounds. Turn this puppy up. Okay. It's also found down here. There's a bag of charcoal. I don't think there's a run button in this game, or I have not discovered it yet. There is also, we will be listening. Oh, I think I've seen them. We will be listening for what I like to call the Jason alarm. He randomly passes through the window, which is really creepy and cool. And they'll even make the Jason sound, which hopefully we'll catch that later. Anyways, there's the bag of charcoal. That is for part 1. There's also here the stack of newspapers on the ground, which this was, I believe, part 7. And there was also the key, as you can notice, like the keys here, the key holders and such. This is from part 1, along with the fire extinguisher. And then there is, if you back up here, this red exit sign and these plates was found in part 1, I believe, as well. And that was a really cool scream. I think Jason just killed somebody outside. I think we just missed him. Hopefully, yeah, we'll catch him. Don't worry. Sadly, you can't leave the cabin. So, let's see. That is the exit sign. So let's start going around this cabin here a little bit. Maybe Jason will pass by while we're in this window. This is the lamp from part 3. This recliner, we think is like, I want to say, we actually just watched a review this weekend. We think this is from part 4. At least it looks like it, like the one Ted was sitting on in part 4. Kind of looks like it. If you look out the window, there is the life. There we go. I hear the Jason alarm. Where is he, though? There he is. Look at that. If you looked out your freaking window and seen that, dude, would you not shit your pants? That is freaking awesome. He is out to kill somebody. That's insane. Okay, anyways, where were we? With the recliner, the window. There's also, yeah, there's a lifeguard stand. That lifeguard stand was in the part 1 as well. There's a lot of stuff in part 1. They really paid tribute to the original. There's a lot of stuff in part 1. So let's keep moving on here. I'm not really too good with the keyboard here. The green trunk with like kind of the broken latch right here. The green trunk is from part 6. Kind of like an open latch. It was found in part 6. The TV, as you can kind of tell, has like the rabbit ears. It was found in part 3. It's the one with the guy, for those of you who don't know, it kind of looks like Bob for Bob's Burgers. I think Cinema Snob made a funny remark about that. That is found in part 3. Now we're going to come over here to the fireplace here. There is like 2 antlers on each side of the fireplace, and that is from part 2. The boat oars over the fireplace as well. This was found in part 1. Now we come to this plaque. This plaque, which is very hard to read based on my settings, but I was able to figure out what this plaque says, and it's actually a poem from Edgar Allan Poe. It's called Alone, which definitely makes sense for this movie. That was actually in part 1. That was actually seen later on in part 1, actually. So I'll move this way. Okay, what do we got over here? We have, okay, this wicker basket right here, which you can't really bend down or anything in this game. This wicker basket was actually creepy. Jason just killed her. Damn. Sorry to hear that. The tall wicker basket is actually from part 3. To the left over here we have some books. Now this book is very interesting. If there's any Evil Dead fans out there, I'm not really Evil Dead fan, but this is like the really creepy book. It's actually called the Book of the Dead. You see it in part 9, and Jason Goes to Hell. That's actually pretty cool. That's actually called the Book of the Dead from Jason Goes to Hell. Moving on, we have this you cannot go into yet. As you can tell, it's locked. We might get unlocked, updated, who knows, I'm not too sure on that. There's this pretty cool map and dartboard here. As far as I can tell, the map is from part 1, and the dartboard resembles from part 6, from my recollection. So we have the teddy bear. Now the teddy bear is what we think is Ted was holding it. He was trying to get with the twins. One of the twins was holding it rather, and Ted was trying to get with her. And Ted just gets shot down pretty often. Where he's trying to get laid in the cabin. Ted, I never really liked him, so not really too big of a deal for me. That's from part 4. Ted. That's a great scene, especially the Ted, where the hell is the corkscrew? Which, if you guys are a fan of the series, you know what I'm talking about. We come over here, past the teddy bear, and we have the lamp. This lamp is from part 7. Now we have the news clipping type frame right here, and that is from part 2. Now the radio, which resembles the radio in 3, you can actually kind of use it. It's actually in game. Now you can use it, for what I've seen in the trailers, you could turn it on and like run and hide, and Jason will be kind of attracted to sound when he's trying to find you. So I'm not going to go through all these tracks, but it's pretty cool that they at least give you that much in this game. So I thought that was kind of cool of them. So let's go down the hallway, right, Jason?
Jason, Mother is talking to you.
That's the coolest one. So we come down the hallway. We have the conservatory, which is obviously locked. This is kind of reminding me of a Silent Hill game with so many locked doors. Well, another one bites the dust. Some guy just got smoked out there. Okay, coming down, let's see. Examining the charcoal. This crazy picture was, I think I just seen this. I was just watching part 2, and I do remember the dorky looking kid behind. This is behind the little dorky kid in the film. This crazy picture is from part 2. To over here, this ladder, based on the scheme and the way the latches are, this ladder is also from part 1, which is kind of cool. Hallway. That was like the door handle of somebody trying to get in. I don't really know what that is. But we have, okay, backing up here, which I'm still with the keyboard. We have the deer heads above the doorway here, not the pathway. These were found in part 3 of the series. Kind of cool. Then we come down here and we go to the right side, and we have we have this crazy looking statue, and this statue is from part 3, and this lamp is also found in part 3. Now the phone, the white phone with the cord here, this was found in part 6. Now to the right, we have the kitchen shelving, which we all should know what this is from. Which, I think that was a bug crawling on. Yeah, there was a bug that fell from the pretzels into the pot. That was kind of cool. Or it's just the lighting, I'm not sure. Looked like a bug to me. The kitchen shelvings was from part 1, which is kind of cool. If you look up here, there's kind of like some tools and stuff up here, which is kind of cool. Those tools are from part 2. Now let's spin around here. Let's check the door, which we know the bathroom's locked. And we come to there's the wicker basket again, and we come to the piano that we can't play, but the piano is from part 1. Now these two angled pictures here, these are actually from Friday the 13th part 2. which is kind of cool. Kind of like the angled picture frames, if you want to call it that. We have this lamp, which is kind of creepy looking with all the old pictures on it. The lamp is from part 3. Now let's spin around here, and we have a table. We have a table with some stuff on it. We look at some games and some books. Now the table itself is from part 1. Well, this looks like the table that they were on. There's the jeans and everything where they were playing Strip Monopoly, and I think this is a table from there, which is kind of cool. Strip Monopoly was pretty funny. Never really went, that game didn't go too far in the movie, but the book on the table over here, which this is a very advanced book by Jean-Paul Sartre, No Exit. Now this is I looked up this book. This is a very like highly advanced, high level book, which a little girl was holding from part 6. There's no way she was reading this book. They probably just gave it to her. She was reading it, and she didn't die because she was a little girl, thankfully. That would have been a little too cruel for the movie. There's 2 more books on the table. What happened out there? Wish you could at least see them getting smoked, but you can't. Okay, moving on. We have 2 books here. We have a manual of occultism, and we also have the other book, 30 Years Among the Dead. It's actually for part 6. Tommy Jarvis actually had though, and it's kind of zooming in. I'm not even touching anything, and it's zooming in by itself. That's really weird. That was really weird. I don't know how I did that. Anyways, those are the 2 books that Tommy Jarvis was holding when he was actually reading, trying to figure out how to kill Jason, which is kind of cool. Let's go over here to this corner, this kitchen, obviously locked. There is actually not the picture itself, but the shape of this picture, like the stand. The stand of the picture's on is actually from part 3, not the picture itself, which is kind of cool. The desk. Moving on to the desk, we have some interesting stuff on the desk. Now the desk itself and typewriter is from part 1, and the fan as well is found in part 1. Now Jason's mask, and there's the Jason alarm in the virtual cabin. Where is he? I'll never get sick of hearing that. Look at that beast, dude. That dude's just walking with a purpose. You do not want to get caught by this guy. I cannot wait for this game to come out. Anyways, back to this quick little run through here. This mask is undamaged. This is the mask in part 3. I call this, it's zooming in for me again, which is cool. It must because it knows what I'm zooming in on. This is
Jason. My special boy.
what is happening.
Killed for mother.
Okay, that was really cool. I don't know what just happened, but that was Jason's mother out there. I don't know what the hell it came from, but that was really creepy and awesome. There's all kinds of stuff happening right now as I'm trying to just not get involved with the stuff outside. But anyways, that mask. Okay, I get it. Jason's nearby killing people. Walks by again. That was a short walk. This mask is Shelly's from part 3. Now Shelly is freaking awesome. He was definitely one of the best actors of that film in part 3. One of the films I enjoyed the most was part 3. Shelly was really a good comic relief in that. It's a shame that all the girls shot him down, but what can you say? Shelly did what he could. So that's the mask from part 3, Shelly's mask. Now this yellow raincoat, which is worn in several different times, but if I want to pinpoint, my favorite would probably be from part 5. Young Tommy was wearing it. I would, amongst a lot of other people. Now if you want to go to this red rug, looks to be from part 3, and this oval rug is from part 6. And there's some more like bugs and stuff crawling, which is cool. So that's everything that I was able to pinpoint. I wish I could see like the killings, you know. I'm hearing the screams. Jason keeps walking by. That part. There he is again. Yeah, why don't you come in here, bro? Actually, I don't want him to come in here. Okay, let's go knock out this. Let's knock out the Jason. I have not been down here yet. For what I know, it's open. So let's go. Cool. So I have not been down here yet, and I've seen, you know, the pictures online and stuff. There's another bike. Let's do a quick walk around. There's the ladder again, same ladder as before. Some of these are not revealed yet. I guess they're going to update these. I'm not sure how it works. This is my first actual game on Steam, so I'm buying it for PlayStation 4, but I'm not sure how Steam works or anything like that. We have some stuff down here, which I don't think any of this goes movie related. Nice. Very, very nice. Let's do these three real quick before I end this video. E for info. Said that, right? Give me the info. I guess it lies. Oh no, it doesn't lie. Alright, this is Jason, Friday the 13th, Part 3. After really surviving the encounter with the beginning in Part 2, Jason's at the site side New Haven facility. So it's just kind of going in order. This looks like seems to be the Jason that's outside the cabin killing people that we cannot go see. Hockey mask will never look the same again. That's for damn sure. We all know this one. I guess you have to be farther back or something. E for info. This is Part 7, The New Blood. Drowned and chained, covers the lake. You guys probably read that. Kane's intimidating portrayal of Jason Quick, brother, fan favorite. He is a fan favorite. Kane Hodder is Jason Voorhees. That whole crap with the remake where they didn't want him and they picked somebody else, that was just a slap to the face of to true fans that he was not picked for Jason and they went with somebody else. And Jason Part 2, after surviving the drowning and living alone in the woods for more than 20 years, Jason emerges. So that's really, really cool. And that's pretty much it. I'll just do another quick little walk around. Like I said, this is really my first official time playing it, other than first time I bought this yesterday. And I just did research throughout this morning. I just tried to write down as much stuff as I could and researched it and rewatched just from watching the movies over and over and over. And me and my buddies still watch these movies. Jason, you got anything else to say before we go? Nope, I guess he doesn't. So that's pretty much it for the virtual cabin. It was pretty cool. There's a couple things that kind of it's not really a scary game. Unfortunately, for how much I like horror movies, I really never get scared because I know it's like not going to hurt you, you know. So like I said, I watch the hell. I have most of them on Blu-rays and DVDs. I just burn them. I extract them from my computer. I just rip them. So have them all on the computer. I watch them all the times on the weekends and the reviews. So, like I said, I love Shado Decker, I think is his name, and Cinema Snob, Phaelus. I love all their reviews, so I'm always watching their Friday the 13th reviews. So I'm a huge junkie ever since like I was a little kid. Every Friday the 13th, watching the marathons on. I think they were on USA. So huge Friday the 13th fan. Pumped for this game. I may do a trailer reaction as well, which I should have done before this video, but I wanted to just get that out there. So that's going to do it for this video. Hope you enjoyed it because I had a blast. So love this game. Cannot wait for the October release of this game. So if you haven't checked it out, I'll leave the information below of the backer project. Get your hands on this game or the virtual cabin since they said they will be updating it over time. So we'll see how that works, and that's going to do it. So don't forget to like, comment, tell a friend, subscribe. A lot more videos lined up. Peace out. Bye.
Don't forget to smile. Don't forget to smile. Right. Ball par par. Ball par par. Ball par par.